Guys, Nadeja here. Welcome to my channel, Living a Line. I'm going to keep this short because for some reason my camera keeps cutting off and stopping my videos and it's really annoying. But I wanted to stop on here and I wanted to talk about tipping. When you go to a restaurant, you tip. First of all, welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. Don't want to bypass my greeting. If it's your time returning, thank you so much for coming back and spending your time with me. I really appreciate you guys' support. Please like, comment, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe down below if you like my work. A lot of people get on here, they like it, or I get hundreds of views and I don't get no thumbs up. So if you don't like it, okay, everybody has their right. But at the same time, if you do, please take a moment and hit the like button, okay? Comment and subscribe. If you have any ideas that you'd like me to do, put them in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Or I'll see what I could do. I'm not going to promise. Depends on what it is. Right now, I want to talk about tipping. I had the absolute biggest heated debate with people. Strangers from all over the world wanted to get on my ass. Yes, I cussed. They wanted to get on my behind because I said this. I know y'all probably already saw it. The video of the woman, the Uber driver that or Lyft, whatever she was doing, DoorDasher, that bought the food to the little boy, and she goes, I think you're supposed to pay me. And he says, oh, I paid in the app. And she looks, she's holding his food. She looks at the paper. She looks at her phone and says, no, it says 0. He's like, oh, I paid in the app. He said, can I have my food? She throws the food in the bushes, walks off and says, get it yourself. Now, this is a kid at the door. First of all, I had a problem with it because she had a problem, but she shouldn't have been talking to a child. She should have went in that, hey, can I speak to your mom? Is your mom home? Is there an adult home with you? She should have taken it up with the person that most likely gave him the money to pay. I don't know if he was a teenager or not. He wasn't on the camera. I just saw a grown woman cop a tantrum and throw somebody's food in the bushes. So I had a comment. I said, tips are not required. They're extra. When I say these people came for me in these comments, well, get your food yourself. No, DoorDash, all their tips are 90% of their... Listen, tips are not required. It's a nice thing to give a tip. But the reason, if it was required, they wouldn't give you your food. They wouldn't hope that you completed your purchase before you got your food. It's not required. It's not. And everybody got on me. I said, listen, I used to work in a business where it was called piecework. Piecework, where each part of what you were able to put on the job, if you can upsell while you were there, they gave you extra. They paid you $25 flat for the job. I used to work in cable, Maztec. I hated it. It was the longest 10 months of my life. I used to install cable. I used to go into people's houses, crawl spaces. I hated it. I'm such a girly girl. I did not like it, but I needed the job. I needed the money. I sold myself. I got the job as little as I am. I carried a 50-foot ladder, and that was part of the training so that I can see that I can be qualified to go out in the field. I climbed on ladders. I got on people's roofs. I was in people's attics. I almost fell through. I did that. And what I'm saying is that piecework, I never got paid enough for that. I'm going to just say like that. So guys, listen, tips are, you should tip your service person. When I used to get my nails done, I used to tip my nail tech. I tip my lawn guy when he comes to do my lawn. I tip when I go to get my pizza. Even when I'm picking it up, I still give a tip. I still do that. When I go to a restaurant, I tip the waitress. I teach my children also to tip if we go out together. I tip people that do service for me. It might not be a huge amount, but I tip. I show gratitude by giving extra. Extra. People get on me, oh, you're supposed to tip. I know, but you know what else I learned? That when I hated that job that didn't pay me enough, I got another one. So if somebody signed up for Uber Eats or DoorDash, you guys knew that you were not going to get but $2 and you were going to be counting on tips. But what happened? Did you ever think about if someone didn't tip you? That was always a possibility because people don't always tip. You know, you can't get mad if someone doesn't tip. Some people are maybe elderly, don't have a car, and there is a difference between them eating or not eating, and they don't have the money to tip. Maybe it's somebody who just doesn't tip. Maybe they only had enough to get that one meal that they really, really wanted, and they paid for that meal, and that's it. I heard that actually some of the fee was included in the DoorDash, but I don't know. My point is, guys, let me know in the comments how y'all feel. I do not feel that tipping is required. even though it does show great courtesy for your service, and you should tip. I don't think you should not. But if somebody doesn't tip, do not toss their food in the bushes and cop a tantrum. It's an extra. It's extra. Okay? So, you know, I remember years ago, I went to Friendly's. I don't even think they have those anymore. I went to Friendly's and the girl said, yeah, they only really pay us $2 an hour. And I rely on my tips. I made sure I gave her a good tip. But the point is, if they were doing that like 15, 20 years ago, shouldn't they be getting on Uber and DoorDash and Uber Eats ass about that? Shouldn't y'all be getting on them about that? Like, yo, raise the basic wage. Don't think that everyone's out here giving us $20 bills. You cannot earn a living on that. Which is why I got out of that piecework thing, Mastech cable installation. That was awful. I never understood why my check was so low. And they were like, yeah, they would be you had to scan each item. I had to scan the dish. I had to scan the wiring. I remember one time someone wanted me to trench a wire 100 feet. Got paid extra, $50 extra, but that got calculated based off of them taking away for the materials. I got a certain amount for labor. That company was making money hand over fist over running us through the ground. I'll be out there in the heat with my little work hat on. I hated that job so much. I never, ever again in my life will work any type of an outside job. I'm about to do a video on working there, man. I hated that job. I was like the only straight female there. There was 3 females there. 2 of the other ones were lesbians, and I was the only straight person there. And when I tell you, crazy environment, I'm gonna leave that alone. Another story for another day. But what I will say is that tips are extra. People, if you are working a job where you rely on tips, please try to find other work. I said I pray for people that are in positions like that because I know it's hard. And you're trying to earn a living, and this is what you know, this is what you do, this is what you can do, but you don't get enough for it. So please try to find another job. Tips are extra because if they were required, the business would require them up front before they sent your food out. They're relying on you to deliver this food, and it really helps bridge the gap for people to order more and get more to the business, the food service, and not really the person delivering it. It's not fair. It's really not. But tips are extra. And if you don't care for that job, while everyone was getting on me, I was like, why don't y'all get on the people that are making the price of $2 an hour? Why are you putting the load on the people who just want the food? Now you're requiring them to, oh, it's a service. Yes, it is. And they should get paid for it. But if they don't, you can't get mad. So I think that they should be paid. I hope that people get paid. And I hope that people that have jobs where they do tips, I hope that they find work that has a salary base, where if they're doing this type of job, they are doing it in their spare time. And I really appreciate you guys for that, your time. Thank you for joining me today. Like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know what you guys think about tipping. I even want to ask you guys about when they put the gratuity thing on there and they tell you what percentages and amount you would add to your bill. I think that that was very helpful and good to do. But what do y'all think y'all should be tipping people? I always see people leave like $1. I'm like, let me get that 10. Let me get that 5. Y'all got to give people more. Give what you can, guys, though, because everybody has their own thing going on. But thank you so much for your time. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, and have a great day.